Are you feeling stuck in a rut, frustrated with the life you are leading, or feel like you are meant for more, to be more and do more? Maybe you have decided that it's time to stop living life on autopilot and that it's time to start living a more intentional, more purposeful life, but you don't really know what that means. Well, stick around, because in this video, I'm sharing exactly what it means to live a purposeful life, why living more purposefully matters, and how to get started. For the best advice and tips on how to step out of a life on autopilot and into one on purpose so that you can become your best self and live your best life, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you are the first to know when my videos go live each week. So you've been thinking about how to be more intentional and want to be more purposeful about the way you live your life. Get ready to discover why living intentionally and living with purpose can not only make you feel happier, but make you feel more fulfilled too. So what does living purposefully mean? For me, living purposely means living with intention and with purpose in order to be happy and fulfilled. Living with purpose means that I know what I am aiming for in life. And when I know what I'm aiming for, it is so much easier to accomplish my goals. And it can be the same for you too. Knowing what it means to lead a purposeful life and the impact that living intentionally can have not only on your life, but on the lives of those that you love can be incredibly motivating. It gives you the energy and the confidence to become your best self and live your best life. So let's take a look at what living purposefully means. First, living purposefully means taking control. When we're living life on autopilot, without intention or purpose, life just passes us by and we're letting it pass us by. Instead of us calling the shots, we are letting the people around us and life itself tell us what to do and control us. But when we start to live more intentionally and more purposefully, we take back that control. And when we take back control, we become the masters of our destiny again. And that is an incredibly empowering feeling. When you're living life purposefully, you're thinking about what you want to accomplish. You know what you're aiming for in life and you are taking the steps to make it happen. For instance, say you decide that you want to have a better connection with your spouse, or that you want to go for that promotion at work, or that you want to lose those last 10 pounds because you know what you are aiming for. Yes, okay, it might be hard and it might take effort and work, but because you know what you're aiming for, you are taking control and you will know that you are going to put in the work and you are going to make it happen. That's how living purposefully means taking control. Instead of letting life pass you by, you're grabbing life by the reins and you are steering your life in the direction you want to go. Second, living purposefully means planning your life. So in addition to taking control, when you live your life with purpose, you're giving yourself the chance to plan your life. And that is a pretty big deal. Imagine all of the positive things that could happen if you started planning your life. For instance, what if you were intentional, say, about your finances, and that at the end of every month, when your payday comes, you start paying money into your savings account right away. You're intentional about putting that money away. And then think about what you could actually do with that. You could go on holiday, you could save for a house, you could even start putting some money aside for your retirement because you're being intentional and purposeful and you are planning your life. On the other hand, if you don't handle your finances with purpose and you don't intentionally and purposefully put that money away each month, you're just going to spend it. And come the end of the month, you won't have anything saved. And without planning, you won't have the money for whatever it is that you want, to go on holiday, to put that down payment down on the house that you want to buy, or to save for your retirement. Living each area of your life purposefully can be beneficial both in the short term and in the long term. Third, when we're living life with purpose, we are living within our values. In order to live life with purpose, we have to know what is important to us. And that means knowing what we value most. So what are your core values? Take a good look at each aspect of your life right now. Does what you are doing align with your core values? If it does, great, do more of it. But if it doesn't, maybe it's time to make some changes. For example, say one of your core values is spending more time with and having a more active role in raising your kids. Are you doing that right now? Or are you working full time, putting in tons and tons of extra hours towards that promotion? Because if you are, it might be time to think about working less so that you can be at home more. Living purposefully means making good choices too. Instead of taking action based on knee jerk reactions, you take the time to think things through first. And that means that you are making good choices. Let's go back to the finance example I used earlier. You know, you're trying to save for a deposit on a house, but you're out shopping and you see a pair of gorgeous but overpriced killer heels. You're able to walk away without buying them. Living purposefully means that you're able to delay that instant gratification for the sake of making the right choice in the long run. Yes, it's still fine. Of course, it's fine to treat yourself occasionally. And yes, the heels would be nice to own. I mean, after all, who can resist a pair of killer heels? I know I can't. But let's be honest, it's much nicer to be able to buy the house of your dreams, surely. So comment below this video. I would love to know whether you are currently feeling like it's time to stop living life on autopilot and you've been thinking about living life more purposefully. What has been holding you back up until now? Living purposefully comes with benefits as well. First is that you gain more confidence because when you're living purposefully, you are intentional about what you do and you have an end goal in mind. You plan along the way and you find it easier to take action. That in turn means you don't have time to worry or second guess yourself. And when you're not worrying, you become more confident. And the more action you take, the more you see that you are making progress and getting results, the more confident you become. It's like a cycle of reinforced confidence. Progress gives you confidence. Confidence makes you motivated. Motivation leads to more progress, which leads to more confidence. See how it works? It's pretty cool. Another benefit of living more purposefully is that you find your passion. One of the first things that I ask my clients when they're not sure how to get started on living a more purposeful life is what they are passionate about. The things, the ideas, the people, and everything that matter to them the most. But this works the other way around too. As you start to live more purposefully and you start to pay attention to what's important to you, you figure out what your passions are. For example, as you become more intentional about how you spend your time, you may rediscover hobbies that you have stopped doing that you used to love in the past that you are still passionate about. This has definitely been the case for me. As I started making more time for myself on the weekends, I rediscovered my passions for quilling, calligraphy, and colouring. Colouring is now one of my favourite ways to relax and unwind in the evenings. It's all too easy to let stuff get in the way and for us to feel like we don't have time for our favourite hobbies. But once we realise and rediscover what we're passionate about, we make sure that we have time for them no matter what. So get back into gardening. Dig out that sewing machine, get back on your bike, do more of what makes you happy. Finally, when you're living a more purposeful life, you feel more secure in your place. We live in a fast-paced world that is constantly changing and nothing stays the same for very long anymore. And there can be a lot of insecurity in our day-to-day lives. But living more purposefully can help us feel more secure. Start restoring balance and feeling more secure in this unpredictable world by taking control and being more intentional about when and where you can. Live with intention and purpose, and you will feel more secure in your relationships. You will feel more secure at work, and you will feel more safer where you live. So comment below this video. I would love to know that the biggest benefit of living more purposefully would be for you. Is it feeling more confident, finding your passion, feeling more safe and secure where you are, or is it something else? Let me know in the comments. It doesn't matter whether your intentions are big or small. One of the things that scares my clients most about embracing the idea of living more purposefully and with intention is that they think that it's too big a task to tackle, that in order to do that and to live a more purpose-driven life, they have to be the next Mother Teresa or create world peace. But that couldn't be further from the truth. You don't have to pick a cause and dedicate your entire life with it to live with purpose. Living purposefully simply means that you are being intentional about the choices that you make. Doesn't matter how big or small those intentions are. They can be as big or as small as you want them to be. Best of all, they're not set in stone. They're your intentions, so you can tweak them as much as you like and as often as you like. And if they scare you being big, Then start small. For instance, if one of your goals is to feel more connected with your kids, start small by sitting down and having breakfast with them every morning. If one of your dreams is to start homesteading, start planting herbs in your back garden. Start small, and as your confidence grows, you can start to make bigger changes. Keep going until you are at a level of living with purpose and intention that you are happy with. We might not like to think about it, but our life here on earth is not infinite. We only have a few decades, and when we are gone, but if we live our life well and with purpose, we can leave a legacy behind. It doesn't have to be anything huge like starting a charity or anything like that. It can be something small yet impactful, such as raising happy, confident kids, or having a passion for cooking and creating an heirloom recipe collection, or the knowledge and love for a craft. Being intentional means that you examine what you do and the relationships you have with people that you love most. This in turn helps you craft and leave a legacy without even having to think about it. What will your legacy be? So now you know what living purposefully means, why it matters, and how it can help you to feel happier and more fulfilled. If this video has inspired you to take action and start living more purposefully, I've put together a quick start guide that will help you up-level your life right away. And it's much easier than you might think. You'll find the link for it below this video. And if you'd like support from other women who are just like you are working to live more purposefully so that they can become their best selves and live their best lives, come and join the A Simple and Contented Life Facebook group. You'll find the link to join below this video.